Sag, we're going to do a general love reading today. It may not resonate for everyone because it is a general reading. If it does resonate for you, then I will be doing an extended, and the information will be in the box below in how to get to the extended. Also, right now I'm once again taking personal readings, so the information for that is also in the box below. All right, let's get started here. I'm using the Llewellyn deck and a Celtic cross layout because I like the past, present, future, and it's got a lot of, it's a pretty full layout for a reading. Once again, so general love reading, so it may not be romantic. I don't know. These are your cards, so we'll see what comes for, the energies that are coming through the cards. But in some form or another, it is about love and passion. Also, just to say that the masculine and feminine cards in here, like the kings and queens, it's not about gender. It's about the divine masculine and feminine energies that are in all of us. And so therefore, it's not gender related, and the genders are interchangeable that way, because we all have divine masculine and feminine energies. All right, let's get started here. So I'm just gonna, I have this thing about having them at least somewhat. There. Okay, this is a card, the guide card from the universe, and it is the Three of Pentacles. Now I'm getting this card quite often in this time, which I think is kind of cool, because the Three of Pentacles is really about starting to contemplate and think. Now this is a guide from the universe, as I say, starting to guide or starting to kind of think about what resonates with you in terms of what's authentically who you are, and authentically then what out there is, are you drawing to you that reflects who you are. In order to do that, you have to be conscious and be clear as to who you are, right? And that's what this card is about. So it's guiding you right now. So, really doing some, and this is on a feminine energy, right? The divine feminine energy. So who are you in terms of heart-centered, spiritually centered things? Okay, not necessarily who are you in terms of, the matter things, material things in the world, but which will manifest as a result of this, though. But getting clear that way, and then who do you want to draw into your life? And that looks pretty important to me right now, because the energy of your soulmate is above you. We got the Six of Cups showing up there, and the Five of Swords. So it's really important for you not to block it, and not, because of defensiveness. And if in fact, as I say, you don't take the time to authentically, draw who you are towards you, then things that come your way may, you've got the Ten of Swords showing up down here that, may have hurt you in the past, and therefore you felt like you had to be careful and had to be defensive. But with the Six of Cups coming up now, and the soulmate, you want to be able to come into this time with no defenses. And the way to do that is to create the right environment for yourself so that it's safe and trusting, and therefore you don't need swords and defenses, because I feel like at this point it will stop, or it will get in the way of the soulmate energy being able to reach you. So in your immediate past, you've got the Seven of Pentacles, so you've been working on this for a while. It's kind of like building, there's a song by Cowboy Junkies, building a Holy Ghost building. And that's what I think you've been doing with the Seven of Pentacles, getting clear and building that building based on who you authentically are. And when I say that building, it's kind of like your life, your masterpiece, your kind of existence here. So building that based on all these real values and things, okay? So you've already begun that process from what I can see here. And therefore you've got the Ace of Wands is on you right now. So this is the beginning of this new path for yourself where there's no need for defenses. And where commitment in the Four of Wands down here is able to then play out with the Six of Cups, which is a soulmate. So we've got the Ace of Wands, and then you've got the moon, and so the moon on you. The moon is helping to shine down on the really deep, kind of dark, soul, spiritual, love kind of energy that is inside you. So it's kind of like it's being illuminated to you so that you really can see in full light and full view things that may have been hidden in the past. And I mean things that, I don't mean dark in terms of bad things. I mean kind of things that were hidden in terms of, your values, because maybe, and like who you are. Because maybe what happened, and I don't know, but maybe what happened is they weren't honored even as a child. And therefore they kept getting pushed down, pushed down, pushed down, pushed down. And so, and made you kind of defensive, because that was the way you could handle it, because you pushed so much down of who you were, and now the light is shining on that and inviting you to take a look at that, because the Ace of Wands is on you. It's an opportunity for you then to enter into this commitment as the Four of Wands, feeling very excited and sure that you're going to attract your soulmate. Okay, so it's a really cool, amazing time for you, as I say, with that moon on you. So it's, once again, it's more about your authenticity than kind of dark energy, okay? Because it's the end of a cycle, and you've got the Knight of Cups showing up in your immediate future to end that cycle, and you're ready to go. Let's face it, Sag, you've got a lot of fire and a lot of fire energy. So I see you kind of ready to go and move on this. And then the Fool is also in your near future. So this Ace of Wands that's on you, the path, is that you will be going on after it. And it's important for you then to come to terms with this Ten of Swords energy that's here and the end of the cycle, okay? So not taking this, the fact that you made it through, and it was very chaotic emotionally and very dark energy around you, but you did survive and you made it through. And now as the Fool, moving towards the Two of Cups. So just having, just knowing you survived, let it go, letting it go, using your fiery energy to then move towards, this Lover's card that's showing up, the Two of Cups. Once again, the soulmate card. So very strongly, you have soulmate presence in this reading. And the Two of Cups is, reciprocated love. It's once again based on your authenticity, based on your values and stuff. So really important time for you as this old cycle comes to an end. And I see you willingly, the Fool, going after this. You've got the Four of Swords here, so you kind of feel like you've taken some time to, as I say, even with the Three of Pentacles showing up and the Seven of Pentacles here, you have been building on this. And you've taken some time to come out of that kind of nowhere. Like you kind of in a state of, non-action, okay? Not sleep necessarily, but kind of non-action. And during that time, things were working and coming to you in terms of getting you the clarity that you need with this Fool showing up here. The King of Wands is showing up in with a Nine of Cups. So the person, and this is not male or female, remember, but I do believe that this soulmate is already in your environment. So I think you probably know the person, okay? And maybe if you don't know them, I see them already in your environment, because it's showing up with the Nine of Cups. So your heart's desire is already there. And it is somebody who is also, kind of weary, been through a lot too, but now very much on their path as you are now getting on your path, okay? The Page of Pentacles in a position of what your hopes and dreams. So you're asking for clarity, you're asking for the beginning of this sense of abundance and, solidity, having your feet on the ground, feeling really, it's a harvest time, and it's in a position of what you want. You've grown all this, you've planted the garden, you grew it all and everything, and now you're going, okay, I want to begin the harvest now. And that's what I see here, in a position of what you want. And then the Star is showing up in your outcome, And the star is this is kind of like healing that's taken place, spiritual guidance coming your way. And I believe that happened, like I said, with the Four of Swords here, when you were able to take that time of non-action and just get really kind of in touch and clear and connected to the forces that were coming, to you from the universe. And then the stars able to kind of line up and light the way towards, where you're heading. So I'm gonna, if this does resonate for you, this reading, and, as I say, it probably won't resonate for everyone, because not everyone's ending a cycle and beginning a new one, but I can see this for a lot of you. I will be doing an extended, and I'm going to take a look at where the star is guiding you to, and take a look at who this King of Swords is that's already there, and maybe get more clarity on it as it's showing up with the Nine of Cups, okay? And then also looking at the Four of Swords here. So I'll really be doing a lot of clarifying and drawing other cards to do a little bit more in-depth exploration of some of the things that are happening as an outcome, okay? I'm just going to draw an oracle card now for you from the Wisdom of Avalon. All right, and we've got the horse. I really like this deck, by the way. It's great. It really works well with the Llewellyn deck, because I like the Llewellyn. It's kind of based on mythology, and I don't know, I just really relate to it in terms of love and heart-centered things. So we've got the horse showing up here, accepting help from another and delegating authority. Okay, so accepting help from another and delegating authority. So not having to do everything yourself. And Sag, I know you know, it's a natural place for you to be, kind of thing. So now being able to not do that and, be able to help, be able to delegate and make more time and more, bring more people into your life. Okay, I'm just going to draw one more oracle here. We've got the Deer, gentleness and diplomacy. Okay, now that really shows up here because I said with the soulmate energy around you, you need to really not be in a state of defensive. Therefore, with the Four of Wands, creating an environment that you can commit openly, opening your heart and really be able to commit to something, okay, without the defenses. So diplomacy and gentleness, okay, as you move into accepting help from others. So humility, you don't have to do everything and know everything yourself. Okay, I'll see you in the extended, and otherwise I'll see you next week.